Hey y'all, this is Straight Hook Fishing and my name is James. I've been fishing since I was too young to remember. I got into fishing from my dad, who joined a bass club back in the 80s, and he's been fishing all of his life. That bass club that he joined was the Fairfield Sassoon Bass Reapers. And when I got old enough, I joined that same club. That club is perfect for a weekend warrior. Just learn, have fun, hang out. It's just a nice low-level club that's great for somebody who's starting to get into tournament fishing. Fishing's been my passion. It's just always been my passion throughout my entire life. It's that one thing that I can do to go clear my head, get out, and go do things the way I want to. I've been devoted to fishing for a long time, but really in these last couple years, I've dove into it deep as you can get. I've had 80 days on the water last year, and so far this year, I'm at 55 days on the water. That showed a lot. The last 2 years with the club, I've had Angler of the Year. I've had Angler of the Year before in 2013 when I was a co-angler. Can't quite completely count that as I was on the back seat of the boat, but I did pick some really good anglers to operate the boat. So I did my part, but really I have to give credit to those boaters, not so much me. But as far as these past 2 years, I've definitely learned a lot and pushed myself to do the best that I can. A lot of that learning I did was on YouTube, watching live feeds on like MLF or Bassmaster and just watching what they're doing, going to local seminars, whatever I can get my hands onto. Then I turn around, and every time I do that, when I go out on the water the next week, I apply it all, try and see what I can do, just put my ear to the water, pay attention, and make the best moves that I can as I'm going. But I gotta say, no matter how much I learn, I feel like I have that much more to learn. You just can't catch up with it. In my later years, I was a finesse fisherman. So I pretty much threw drop shot, flick shake, all that finesse stuff. And I mean, I could never really cut checks or I should say cut checks, but in the club. I wouldn't get third place or second place or first place. It happened every once in a while, but it just wasn't very consistent. As of lately, I've switched over to power fishing, and ever since I started doing power fishing, I've really been able to figure out how to consistently get into the top half of tournament standings, and it really opened up a whole new world to me. In that whole new world and learning all of this stuff, I decided now's a good time to start a YouTube channel. So I did. I started it. I thought it was going to be something easy, something simple. I could just shoot on the weekends, post the videos, to find out that there is so much more. Just so much more. It's not easy. Anyone who thinks that they can go out, get rich, make a YouTube channel, just try it. Trust me, it's a lot harder than you think. But I mainly started this channel so I could teach people what I know. I wanted to show people what I know. When I'm out on the boat, I have no problems telling anybody anything that I'm doing, or showing them what I'm doing, or handing them the rod that I'm using to show them why it may or may not matter. And what I didn't know is what I was going to learn from recording myself. Habits that I do that I didn't know that I did. All beneficial, all just from deciding to do a YouTube channel. In that, and all these things that I'm learning, there's a series that I'm going to start that's called Spilled Guts. The first series that I'm going to do is going to be on jerkbaits. If you haven't noticed, in this last year, in my videos, there's a lot of jerkbait fishing in there. I've really gotten into it and really learned a lot of it, and I'd like to share that. I'm going to have other videos with other techniques, glide baits, what have you. But it's just going to be an ins and outs, full breakdown, everything I know, not holding anything back. I also recently started a series that'll release every Monday morning that's called Strait Breakdown. Strait Breakdown is basically just a weekly or a weekend recap of how I did and what I did, where I went fishing. So that way you can look it up and see the most current information that you can from me fishing. With that said, thank you for watching. Hope you keep an eye out for those series. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I hope you get them.